just start this. Silly old me. Forgot to upload the last VOD. I will do that tomorrow with this one, so I don't forget this one as well. And you left in the nano bag. All right, I'm an idiot. I completely forgot. Thank you so much for subscribing. You did it during the intro screen, so I glanced over it. But thank you so much, Davey. Highly appreciate it. Now, we are on a peace mission where these two wonderful characters, Locke, who is now our frontline apparently, and Terra. And you know what? I'm very glad that last time I stopped here because I completely forgot that I wanted to get in here and get the chests that I'm now allowed to take. So thank you, old me, for ending the last stream right here. Otherwise, I would have forgotten. 26 months and a few years of stalking. Well, I mean, kinda. But you know what? I've been doing this for a while now. And still, 26 months sounds insane. Hello. Oh, I have so many of these. Actually, I don't, but I saw so many of these. What's the back guard? Oh, the curing. That's something we didn't get. 20,000! Excuse me, wall ring? Hello. That's quite the haul, actually. Holy shit, look at how much money we got now. Casts regeneration, right. What was the other thing? Back something? Back shots? Back guard. Evades back attack and pincer attack. That's okay, I guess. Get an imparted wisdom. I will do that in just a second. I was wondering if you had points saved up. I can give you some wisdom. I think. What do I have here? During the... Oh wait, this is the exit. During the US-Mexican War, which was in the 1840s, I haven't written down the concrete years, but it was in the 1840s. There was a group, and by group I mean multiple hundred men of mostly Irish immigrants who immigrated to the USA and fought in the US Army. They defected and started fighting for the Mexican Army instead, and they were called the St. Patrick's Battalion, or San Patricanos in Spanish, I think is what it was. It's not entirely clear why they defected, but by most accounts, it was a combination of being mistreated as like second-class citizens because they were immigrants in the US Army, and also because they felt they had culturally more in common with the also Catholic Mexicans and not with the mostly Protestant US soldiers. And they fought in some like pretty bloody battles. Not a lot of them survived the war. For ages, excuse me. All of you are getting points at an alarming rate. Oh, not that. I'm trying my best to come up with fresh new trivia for you because you all want to spend your hard-earned points on that. How much does it? Oh, that hurts a lot, actually. Don't have you? Well, you can do the jacket one. It's not super hot anymore, so I don't mind as much. My issue with the lounge jacket one was when it was like 32 degrees in here. And now it's a crisp 25. So that works out way more in my favor. There are so many dogs named Ralph on this continent. I feel like there's a law in the Empire that you're only allowed to name your dog Ralph. You will have another heatwave in September. I wouldn't be surprised if we get one as well. A friend of mine always, like every time it's hot, he starts whimpering, it'll never be cold again. And it's meant to be a joke, but man, does it feel realer and realer every passing month. But turn the radiator on. I don't think I can. I mean, I can, but nothing will happen. It's summer. And I have... I don't know what it's called in English. Fernwärme. I am part of like a heat exchange system. So I can't. I mean, it doesn't do anything, even if I just pull it up all the way. We did get some skills. Let me check our Esper situation. You're not done with Cure. You're probably not done with Maduin either. Oh, you are! Never mind then. How much farther away are you from... level up? Ah, that's not much. I think I just want to get... one more level up out of this, so she can get the stat up from Maduin. I haven't paid attention to the amount of XP I get per battle. How much would either the Ralphs give? Yeah, Kikon is not here. A damn shame, if you ask me. Ow. Tackle? What is this, Pokemon? Let's see how much we get. Oh, never mind, you're still alive. There you go. 600, yeah, okay. So it was one more fight. We are hearing the news first. That's already putting pressure on me. You get a different Esper now. What do I want to give you? Yeah, kinda, right? She has gotten quite a few already. Yeah, Srafim. Just so someone has freaking... what's it called in this game? Asuna. What is it called? Remedy. Wait, that's not where we're supposed to go. We're supposed to go to a... Ah, it's down there. Fuck me. We're supposed to go to a port. I don't know why I automatically assumed it would be in the north. Excuse me? Dragoon boots? Dragoon boots. Wait, do I have those already? Do they increase jump? Should probably do a little bit of this. Currently writing your first novel. Spent 6 months developing. You've written the first 4 chapters. You have enough material for about another 15. That's awesome, man. Oh, that's so cool. I hope it goes well. Writing is such a nice creative outlet. There we go. I hope you stick with it. Because it's such a rewarding feeling to tell a story, I feel like. That's awesome. If you ever release it, just let us know. I would be up for reading it. There are only 2 different enemies on this content, by the way. He's planning it as a screenplay. That's also interesting. I feel like screenplay writing it has a different set of challenges, right? Because you have to convey much more through dialogue. Much more world building and context through dialogue than in a novel. I mean, not to say that writing a novel is easy, but it has like a different set of difficulties. In a novel, you can describe places, and you can have a passive voice. This hurts so bad. You can have a passive voice that talks about situations and places and history and everything. But in a screenplay, you can't. Yeah, it's good that you weren't stuck in your way then, and once you realized that the format wasn't working for the story you wanted to tell, you switched formats. That's the correct choice. A lot of people, rather than abandoning the format, abandon the story, and that's a damn shame. Working title is your own worst nightmare. I'd be up for that. I mean, not for my worst nightmare. How? Is it? Will it be horror? It sounds like horror. Yeah, okay, maybe Ice One would have been enough. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Whoopsie. Business is picking up in the port. Maybe economy will make a recovery. Horror mystery thriller. Nice. Gimme. I mean, I have a lot of money now. Holy shit, again? Just a second. Apparently they are. Apparently they are. Let's stay with you. This is a coincidence, I swear. Let's stay with U.S. military politics. The Gulf of Tonkin incident, which is the inciting incident that led the U.S. to fully join the Vietnam War in '65, I believe. Before that, they were already in the area, but they weren't doing actual fighting. They were more like a supporting force, doing training and strategy and infrastructure. But with the Gulf of Tonkin incident, they fully joined the war, and it never happened. It was a fabrication. The actual part, something did happen in the Gulf of Tonkin, but it was not the thing that was brought forward to the House of Representatives or Senate, to Congress by the administration of LBJ as a justification to send actual fighting troops to Vietnam. That part just never happened. They made it up so they had a justification. And boy, did they regret that. Since the soldiers are leaving, business is bound to pick up. Oh, better keep my mouth shut. Yeah, they just made it up, and it's really funny to me because the Vietnam War is the so far, I think you could argue, pretty much only war that the US has definitely lost. There are some that the US lost-ish, like Afghanistan, you could argue, since they left, and like the War of 1812, but none were like a real deep gut punch of a lost war, but Vietnam definitely was. We have a pretty good twist. Basically worked out the start and the end, so you need to finish the middle. I feel like, I think I talked about this before. There are plotters and pantsers. I don't know if I talked about this on stream. When it comes to telling stories and finding out in what category of those you fall is crucially important to finish a story, finish telling a story. Let me speak with this one. Emperor Gestal himself asked me to do his portrait. What if he doesn't like it? Oh, I'm sure he'll like it. Just get the mustache and everything will be alright. The difference is pretty much like plotters. That's what I am, for example, when I do a pen and paper campaign or when I'm writing a story. I have the complete outline of everything I want to do done. Like every plot point that will happen, I have written out. Every important thing, like a world building, the character arcs, everything. Characterizations of the characters, almost like CVs, I guess. And the advantages are pretty clear because it usually makes for a well thought out story with less inconsistencies. The issue can be that your characters sometimes are more just plot devices than actual like real feeling characters, because you tend to sometimes have to mash them in the direction you want the story to go, even if it's kind of going against character. And there are pantsers from writing by the seam of your pants. People who just don't do outlines, maybe have like an outline, maybe have planning, but usually just have really good characters, really believable characters, and just throw those characters into situations and let them act without really knowing where it will go. The advantages of that, really believable characters a lot of the time that act realistically and stay true to themselves. Problems with that, sometimes you just write yourself into a fucking corner. A good example for a pantser is George R.R. Martin, who hasn't released a new Song of Ice and Fire book in like 14 years or something at this point, because he's stuck. He legitimately, like, the best example is Daenerys, who is all about liberation, and she liberated a slave town and is now just ruling a city of like, freed slaves, and she has pretty much no reason to leave. Like, believable reason to leave these people behind. And the man's just stuck. He just doesn't know what to do, so he hasn't released a new book in 14 years. But it does have advantages, because usually the characters are really good. And both are valid ways of going about telling a story, but you should figure out what you are. I, for the longest time, thought I was a pantser, but I'm super not. I need everything planned out. And they're such tightwads. What? Tightwads? They're raking in the cash. Wouldn't want to be in their shoes, though. Who are you talking about? There's no way you will finish. I mean, the thing is, I can maybe see him finishing the next book. But there's no way he's finishing the last one. No way. The man's like 73. I'm a scholar of magic. Monsters on this continent have only weak magical power. Oh. What are you doing here then? But yeah, I mean, George R.R. Martin is an extreme example of a pantser. right? Another one would be, I'm pretty sure that... What the fuck? Why can't I think of his name? Douglas Adams. Also pretty much just went about writing shit down. And Hitchhiker's Sky worked out fantastically, but it is also a comedy, so that's more lenient towards that. And he did like 7 versions of his story that are all very, very different. So he pretty much edited his stories after they came out by doing a different version. Yeah, he's not in the best shape. That's also true. General Leo's waiting for you. All right, we're going with Leo. Is that a goose? Is that a golden goose? Can I take the golden goose? Can't. Damn it, Locke, what kind of thief are you? There you are. Another of the Empire's generals and a person I hired in town will be traveling with us. Oh, hi, Sailors. Oh, hi, Shadow. I said sailors again. I wanted to stick to my stick with my guts and say Celeste, but I fuck it up every single time. Let me introduce General Celeste. We know her, and Shadow. We know him as well. Something wrong? No. Our departure is until tomorrow. I've already rested in town though. I've arranged some lodging for you. Why did you say tell? Oh, please get some rest. I wasted 300 gold. Celeste. Yeah. Okay. I'm working for the Empire, but don't worry. I'm not going to garrote you. Good dog. Also, thanks for not garroting me in my sleep. Are these not our lodgings? Such a weird word, garrote. General Leo told us about you, by all means. I already slept here one now. Like a skeleton summary of chapter 1. I actually prefer reading when the story is finished. So it's kind of a no spoilers situation. Because if I really like it, and then you say, well, it won't be finished for like a year, then I'm sad. Well, sad is maybe a bit much, but you know what I mean. But if it's done, I'm really happy to read it. Celeste. Come on. Why won't you speak to me? Oh, it's a reprise of the opera theme. Sounds like a character out of Dragon Ball or One Piece. I can't 100% rule out that there is a character in one of those IPs called Garrote. But I don't think so. Well, but not the entire story is. Like the outline is finished, but I mean when the novel itself is finished. It is, yeah. It's pretty much just strangling someone with a very thin metal strip. Like the classic would be a man, what's it called? A string from a piano. Even if it was only a little. I doubted you, but I'm still your friend. Celeste. We didn't doubt her. I didn't doubt her. We even said so at the banquet. Fun fact, the first time I encountered the concept of a garrote was in World of Warcraft. Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, so much fun. In the Burning Crusade, there's, oh my god, it's been so long. How was it? What was it? Karazhan? The Wizard's Tower raid. The 10-person raid. There was a boss who would occasionally go invisible and then garrote someone, and it was like an insanely strong bleed debuff that, if it weren't dispelled, could kill you in a few seconds. Right, let's go. Why is there no music? All systems A-OK. We should arrive tomorrow morning. Why not rest until then? We've already rested. Beatbox? Absolutely not. Oh, now I'm just Terra. Oh, music suddenly kicks in. Thanks for dropping by, Davey. Appreciate it, as always. Have a good one. See you soon. You're alright. Looks like you're feeling better. Funny, isn't it? I was used by the Empire. Even had my thoughts ripped from me. But here I am cooperating with the enemy. People are people. Not all of us are like Kefka. What's with you? Except for looking insanely cool with that green cloak, I knew you were being used as a kind of biological weapon. And because I didn't do anything about it, I'm no different than Kefka. I'm the product of a human and an Esper. Will I ever be able to love someone? How the fuck should I know? I'm a general, not a scientist. Of course. But I haven't felt that way yet. Well, you're not that old, I presume? You're just young. But I understand what you mean. I understand only too well. Bye! Go, Gadgetto, awkward, talk disruptor. But I want to know what love is now. Who is it? Thought I'd sleep out under the stars. Did you hear what we were just talking about? I didn't mean to overhear anything. I can't help you. You must look within for answers. That's incredibly unhelpful, Terra. In this world are many like me who've killed their emotions. Don't forget that. He is a bit of an edgy boy. But he actually does have some depth to him. Oh. Oh. I think I'm gonna... Edge depth. No, he does have a pretty cool kind of backstory. We'll get to it. And I love that it's not like explicitly thrown in your face. I mean, it is pretty clear, but it's not like presented as a huge... They don't make a big deal out of it. Even though it is. Not a word of this to anyone, oh shrouded one. And it's pretty much that backstory in combination with his lack of misogynistic, I'm the best guy for any women flirting, that makes him way better than freaking Edge in Final Fantasy IV. We're almost at Crescent Island. When we disembark, we'll split into 2 groups. Celeste and I will form 1 group. Terra, you go with Locke and Shadow. If you spot the Espers, report at once. Let's go. Shadow? Whoa. The Final Fantasy you don't know? You don't know a lot of Final Fantasies. You don't know 1 through 5. Because I played those before you were watching the streams. And you don't know all of the ones that I also don't know. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, and 16. Hey, Locke. Am I... Come on. Everyone has the sprinting shoes when the situation is awkward. And I'm not saying that I won't maybe replay some of those games in the future. But I also mean that I don't have a lot of time on my hand playing already having to play the ones that I don't know. So replaying some of them might be even more of an issue time-wise. Sure, the back guard, why not? Randomly counterattacks, I like those. And you should also get an Esper, because now Shadow is here to stay. Pretty much. Sure. It is. I mean, the ones that I would like to replay the most are 3 and 5. Simply because they're my favorites. I mean, 7 is also really good. And 6, of course, but I'm replaying 6 now. And 7 hasn't been that long ago. But I love 3. I love Final Fantasy 3. And I also really, really like 5. So especially Final Fantasy 3, I will eventually replay, probably on my own time. It's also not that long of a game. Oh, I think I know what's happening. I think I know what's happening. I was confused. I thought we weren't getting pincer attacks, but we're the pincer attacking people in this situation. Ow. It's a failure. Don't just fail me. But I mean, you know, I like replaying games, which is probably why we will eventually, probably not in the very distant future, replay Persona 2, not Persona 2, but I love Persona 2 as well, Persona 5 together, because I played that without you. I played all Persona games without you. I mean, except for like the odd like 1 or 2 sessions that you tuned in here and there for a few of the games. But we never played a Persona game front to end together, and I think it's time to remedy that. So we'll do that for Revival, but that's still a ways away, and maybe we'll do 5 before, I don't know yet. I love Persona. It's shot up so fast to be one of my favorite franchises of all time. And I'm so looking forward to 6. Nice music. But I'm also now, I said this before, I'm also one of those Persona fans now. The one who's like, oh, I hope Persona 6 will take some more clues from Persona 2. Like maybe we see Philemon again, I would love that. Maybe a bit of a darker tone. Maybe some references. I'm one of those guys now. I'm one of those annoying bastards now. I love Persona 2. Oh wow, strangers! There's a freaking fly that's annoying me. We can already buy rods. Ooh, Morningstar and Hawkeye. Ooh, the darts. I mean, I don't have Setsa with me, but... Sure. I feel like I'll get a better weapon for... Well... Let's just buy it. Annoy them back. I do. That's what I said. Does this work? With Genji gloves? Oops, equipment. So you can also go in the back row. I mean, it's not like... Not like Shadow's a particularly good tank. I don't have a good tank right now. Gaia Gear absorbed Earth element. Yeah, that's just better. For all 3. For 3! Does this do anything? Not worth it. This one is though. I'm sticking with not selling most of my equipment for now. Unless I need money, which I might. Okay, nothing of interest here. Listen, I have to tell you. Nah, never mind. What? Lady? What the fuck? Espers? What in blazes are they? They're animals. Talk to the old guy that lives on the edge of town. Yes. Very, very topical right now. Ooh, an eye drop. Because for the first time since I started collecting synth equipment, I will sell some modules I don't use. Relatively soon, I'll put them on Reverb. It's only the modules that I really haven't used in like a year or so. Anything that I don't have? This? No, or do I? I do have one. But I love the counter. That's the counter one, right? Yeah, it is. Let's just get a second one of those. Since I'll have to finance a move, probably in somewhere in the ballpark of the next 12 months, I do want to get some money to put to the side for that. Yes, I also sell my old microphone, my old Levitt. Or Lewitt? I never knew how to pronounce it. Pure 440. love that microphone. It did the entire first 2 years of streaming, I used that. And the only reason I'm selling it is because since I got this puppy, which is my dream microphone, fun fact, for almost a decade I was salivating about this microphone, and I was finally able to buy it a couple of years ago. Since then I don't use the Levitt anymore, so I can. Why should it just be in my closet? And I also have a Sennheiser MD 541 Blackfire that I sell. And those can actually get kind of expensive. I didn't expect that much. For some reason, the innkeeper doesn't like strangers. It's like particularly weird for the innkeeper, I feel like. Strangers. 1,000, never mind. It's actually cheaper to buy a tent and sleep outside. Do I need to do that? Ah, not yet. Yes, just sleep in front of his house. Ha! No admittance. Rude. Oh, a green cherry. Oh, what was that? Fire! Fire! Yeah, oh no! Whoop, 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 whoop. You wanna say something about that? About how you can use magic? That's like a thing to talk about, I feel like. There he is. I know he's not a good character, and I know I probably don't use him for a lot. I just like this guy. What you want with me? An elderly gentleman, pure of heart, and learned in the ways of monsters. It's Strago Magus. Magus? Strago Magus? Yeah, exactly. Espers. Not familiar with that word. But you've heard it before? Nope. Can't say I have. Honestly, can't say. I have. Can't say I have. We're just confining back there. That's odd. Grandpa! Hey! What blazes? What are you doing? In her pictures, she captures everything. Forests, water, light, the very essence of life. It's realm! Grandpa, who are these people? Friends? Can they use magic too? Hush! What a cute doggy. Get away, he bites. Go to your room. I will not. What a fussy old man. Please leave us. Look at how grumpy he looks. He's just like... Well, all right. Oh, the dog is going with her. Seems to like your dog. What a sweet puppy. Pretend you didn't hear that. He mine now. This is terrible. Sorry. No problem. The dog usually doesn't like people, though. Please excuse her, she's just young. This is just a backwater village. I can tell you nothing about your espers. I see. There's nothing wrong here. Oh, there's something wrong here. Let's have a look around. Thanks for your time. Sorry I couldn't have been more helpful. Interceptor, come! Oh, the dog's called Interceptor. I forgot about that. Fucking Interceptor! Sidewinder missile, we're going! Oh my god. Yeah, that is really edgy. Alright. What was that? Mama, it hurts. Alright. Cure. Oh, they did the freaking Metal Gear Solid. Chwing! Exclamation point. Medicine. Where is my cure medicine? Mama, please use cure on me. You fucking kid! Shut the fuck up! None of the people in this town are good at keeping a secret. Welcome, welcome. Magic? What is this magic? What is this magique? Yeah, you're talking, I don't know what you mean. Do we need to do anything more? Have you talked to Old Man Strago? Do so, and the innkeeper may be more reasonable. Hint. 1 gold per night. Why not relax for a spell? I'm gonna go get something new to drink. I'll be right back. Yeah, he didn't ask. Maybe he just knows. And also it wasn't like a particularly well-received conversation, I feel like. But hey, it's a 1,000, roughly 1,500%, not just roughly, it's a 1,500% discount. Jesus Christ. This is awful. Realm, she's... Realm's in danger? Yes! She was at a neighbor's house when the fire broke out. I won't be able to stand it if something happens to her. Please, won't you help? Shadow. Let me sleep. Interceptor, where are you? I mean, it feels like we're the only ones that can really help. And he notices that. Because this is just... Except for their ability to cast, like, basic magic. This is really just a backwater town. Let me open my coke. While the fire gently burns. I do like this scene, by the way, how everything's like, all of the buildings are bright red. Oh, it's probably the one that we couldn't go into. Yep, there he is. Ram's inside that house! Well, first order of business should be to get the fucking boy from the door. Away from the door. Realm! What are you doing? Flames be gone! Magic is forbidden. Magic? I don't care. Realm's inside. Flames be gone! Mayor. All right. We really have no choice. Stand back. I think we could... the freaking old lady was a little late. I think we could also help. We have like ice spells. Well, okay guys, very funny. Who did the fire spell? It's no use, the fire's too strong. I think that's because they keep so many fire rods in here. I'm going in! Wait, I'm going too. Count me in. You'd better stay out of here, Gramps. Fool, I may be old, but I'm not powerless. Quickly! Try to avoid the flames. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Easier said than done. Hurry, we have to find Realm. But there's no time limit. Strago, you're not... Let Locke in front. You're not a front row kind of guy. Look at you. Also, let me give you some like shit first. Like an Esper, like Ramu. Yeah, take Ramu for a spell. Or for a couple of spells. Don't discriminate. Look at him! He's like the first, like, real old guy in the entire series. Like, most of the old characters that we meet beforehand are like 50. This guy's like 85. I do like him though. I legitimately love this character. The only thing about him is that he's bad. He's not a good character. Oh. Yeah, how the fuck am I supposed to avoid this, Mr. Man? What the fire have never happened if we hadn't slept? Yeah, well, and then the game wouldn't have progressed. Oh my god, where is it? Oh, and it's not magic, it's lore, right. He's probably around 40. No, I think he's legitimately like 80. Also, he's a blue mage. Which is funny, since he's wearing nothing that's blue. And blue magic isn't that great in this game. It's just better to have a character like Gao. Gao is pretty much a better blue mage. He's not really a blue mage, but you know what I mean. By taking like the movesets and the ability of enemies. Oh. He likes to drink. Not that kind of blue. That's not... That doesn't work in English. But I just like his design. I do like his like backstory and relationship with Realm. Hi, guys. Can we do a little cure on us? While we aqua rake them. And I just like old guy mage characters. It's like my favorite archetype. Strago suffers from the same thing that he suffers from being in a game that has an insanely good cast of characters. Like, we only can have 4 people in our party, and I love so many of these characters. So Strago kind of falls like behind in that regard. Because I'd rather have Terra, Setzer, Edgar, Sabin, Gao. I want to use this playthrough, I decided. So I have to make room for Gao. And I also really like Realm. So already, like, we have like 2 parties full and we haven't even mentioned Strago. Which is a shame because I legitimately like this character. As I said multiple times now. Do you have everything? No, you don't have Remedy, the thing that I gave you this Esper for. I don't know which stereotype I like more, which archetype. Do I like... I also really like... magic, like... not magic, like old guy in a physical fighting profession. That's also something I really like. I mean, one of my favorite characters in fighting game history. Probably my favorite character in fighting game history is Gen from Street Fighter. Just like an old guy with cancer who still rips people's hearts out. But I also just really like the old, strong, like insanely powerful mage archetype. I just really like the cliche of beware of an old man in a profession where men usually die young. And it doesn't have to be men, I also like it with, like, women and other gender identities. But I can more self-insert myself into male characters because I am a man. Which is also why when I can make a character, in 99% of cases, I play male characters. Which I know for some people that's not the case. Like especially some men prefer to play female characters. I was never one of them. I can only think of one. I don't mind playing as like... If the protagonist is a pre-made character that is female, I don't mind that. It's specifically only about... characters that are self-made, that are designed by yourself. In like the Elder Scrolls games, or I don't know, in Dragon's Dogma, in MMOs, I play male characters. I really can only think of one exception from that, and it was in World of Warcraft when the first add-on came out, and I wanted to play a shaman, but I was an alliance player, so I had to play a Draenei, and I hate to this day the look of the male Draenei. Oh, hi guys, what up? Seldom is a choice. Yeah, if there are sadly still an underrepresentation of media characters in general, but video game characters specifically for female characters. Obviously, there are the games where you have the choice, and there are a lot of games where you make your own character, where you can remedy that. But if you have, when it comes to pre-made protagonists, I thought I could go in now that they're gone. Okay, learned my lesson. There are definitely more male characters. And there are a few that pretty much have pre-made characters, but they give you the choice. But they are few and far between. Like, Mass Effect would be a good example of that. You always play Commander Shepard. You play a character called Commander Shepard. But that can be male Shep or female Shep. It is a selling point, yeah, exactly. Not just for you, for a lot of people, and also not just for people with a female gender identity. I would also like to see more female protagonists. And I also really like when the game gives you the choice, even if it's a character that's not completely self-made. Which is why I find it sad that the Persona 3 remake, as amazing as it was, it removed the female protagonist option that the, at least the PSP version, Persona 3 Portable had. And the argument was that they would have to do an entire new set of animations, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. And also that they would have to obviously have a complete voice line for the female character. But then again, the main protagonist in Persona doesn't speak themselves that often. They mostly just have their combat yells, which include all possible personas, to be fair, but it's not that much still. And they would also have to have every single NPC that refers to the protagonist by gender would have to have 2 different versions of those sentences recorded. And they just decided not to do that, which is a damn shame. There is actually a fan-made mod to introduce the female protagonist. And I think that's great, but I think it should have been in the game by default. Especially since Persona 3 already was the only game that allowed you to play it as a female protagonist, if you don't count Persona 2... what's it called? Eternal Punishment, which has a pre-made character, Maya, as the protagonist, who is female. Sure. More MP. What's with you? Kieran. You're not done? And Strike was obviously not done. Oh my god, who designed this house? An ice rod. Sir, I have an ice-cold rod for you. At least this one doesn't have a timer. I would actually really like if... I don't see it happen. I don't see it happening. I don't believe it will happen. But I would like for Persona 6 to exclusively have a female protagonist. And even if they don't have a female protagonist by default, they should have the option. But I don't believe that'll happen. Is this the source of our blaze? It's a flame eater. Well, it's not eating the flames, though. I don't know what Phantom does. We'll find out together. Ooh. Oh, we're invisible now. I don't know what Rasp is. Maybe Rasp is MP Steel? Let's just try it. No, Osmosis is MP Steel. And Drain is HP Steel. It just did damage. Okay, good to know. Come on out. Ooh, a Flame Saber. I love that with, who do you have? Alright, you can only... No, you can't. Excuse Kieran. Reflect. That's annoying. Can you only summon... Why can't... Strago summon his... I've almost said Persona. His Esper. Can you only do that when you master it? No, I don't think so. Maybe you do need MP, and I just don't remember. And he has pretty much no MP left. Oh, he still has Reflect on, okay. Ow! Jesus! Terra also doesn't have that much more magic. But it's nice that the spell from the Saber still works. There we go. Not the Saber, the Ice Rod. Realm, where are you? The dog. Realm. Ah, too late. He is a good dog. He's the best dog. Look at him intercepting those flames. Let's get out of here. I'll use a smoke bomb. Are you okay? Yes, thanks, Grandpa. In a burning house? Yes. Because, as you know, when ninjas use a smoke bomb, they automatically leave. Save your thanks for these people. Thank you. I guess our town's little secret is out now. Can everyone here use magic? What's going on here? This is the village of the Mage Warriors. Long ago, humans used magicite to gain magical powers. They came to be known as mage warriors. But I thought they perished centuries ago. After the War of the Magi, the Espers fled to their new world behind the sealed gate. They wished to live peacefully without fear of being used by humans. They left us here to fend for ourselves. But we were despised by normal people. Everyone felt we had begun that war. They sent people to hunt us down like animals. There weren't even any trials. Even though the only difference was that you can use magic. A few mage warriors escaped and found their way here. They were our ancestors. Our powers have weakened over time, but some of it remains. Look, if you're up to it, we could use your help. So you're after the Espers, eh? Well, I owe you for saving Realm. I'll help you find your Espers. Me too. I don't think so. What a... I almost read "What a fucky daddy," which is not what's written there. It says "What a fuddy duddy," whatever that means. But where do we start looking? They're here. They must be hiding in the mountains to the west. Why there? Those mountains have powerful magical properties. They say the Espers were created there. Maybe they're drawn to that place. Bye, Shadow. Bye, Interceptor. I think it's worth a look. Bye, Realm. See you soon. I don't think you can read these books. Especially since I can't even get to this one. Yeah. Unless I can read from here. I can't. Don't misunderstand me. I just wanted my dog back. Going somewhere? I'll search for the Espers in my own way. Oh, he does leave again. I forgot about that. Or maybe he doesn't. I don't remember how this scene plays out. Interceptor, come. He does leave again. I didn't remember that. Eventually he will be there for good. I promise. Well, he was kind of a front man. Ram, do you want to come with now? We have an open space. I don't think we can. Yeah. That's what I thought. Well, it's probably because we get Celeste. Do we have to sleep? No, we don't. Strago is a blue mage by training. He can memorize the attacks of monsters he has fought. And Strago is actually a blue mage that is nicer to use than most blue mages. Because he doesn't have to be hit by an attack. He just needs to be present and survive the battle, still. But he doesn't need to, in most other instances, where you have blue mages, you need to be hit. The blue mage specifically needs to be hit by the attack to have a chance to learn it. Chimera? Hi. I mean, now that Locke has to be in the front row again. Gold. Where did you hide that gold armor? Is it better to give him just melee weapons again? Probably is, right? Sure. Oh yeah, you need to wear some better shit, Gold Man. Could it be this? Obvious cave entrance. Sneeze! What the fuck? I don't think that counts. I mean, he is alive. Does that count? Did you learn how to sneeze, old man? You did not. I think it's only a chance still to learn the attack. Sure, we haven't really used a lot, but I have 20 tens. Why not? Oh, gimme, gimme, gimme. A heal rod. It probably means I have to attack my own characters. Because it probably casts heal. Let's see. Yes, that's how it works. Those things are always nice, if I remember that I have the character equipped with it. Because it does save up on healing items. Sneeze! Guess you don't really have. You have a really high physical defense. Jesus. Locke has so little magic power if you don't build him up for it. Sure, let's get out of here first. Never mind. Well, no. I'll continue with my guts. Abolisher. What do these birds want to abolish? I continue with my guts, yes. Which is definitely nicer than having them laying some on the floor while I go about my business. Excuse me? pee and go where the stream leads you. Hi, Realm, I saw that. Oh, look at that. It's such a lovely little scene. But what if you encounter the not-so-mythical double stream? That happens, I'd guess, like between 5 and 10% of the time. You have the party split up. Fair. Lock with the Genji gloves is really good. Double the chance to steal is really nice. I saw that! I don't know how people feel about Realm. Slurm! Oh, those are slurms. No, sneeze! I personally like Realm, even though I pretty much never use her. Oh no, that's the healing rod. Yep. It was bound to happen that I made that mistake. Nail? There we go. Does it say when Strago learns an ability? Or do they just appear? There we go. I personally like Realm. But I can see that a lot of people would dislike the, like, kiddiness of it all, if you know what I mean. I can't believe it! The statues! These statues? Some faint letters are carved on the back of the stone figures. Say, old man, what else can you tell us about these goddesses? I quite literally created magic as we know it. So they're the goddesses of magic, then? You could say that. I can feel their power. Statues are the source of all magic. Then why is no one here? It said the Espers made these images and put them in a very special place. These represent power beyond all comprehension. Our Espers no doubt came to this island to bask in all this magical power. Say, old-timer, what happened to the stone goddesses? Legend has it that they're hidden somewhere beyond the reach of humans. I'd say they're beyond the sealed gate. I wonder if the barrier that protects that place is generated by those stone goddesses. Phew, what a story. The Espers were attracted here by these statues. They must be around here somewhere. So these are just images, I think, and the stone ones are the actual ones. I think it's worth a look. The birth of magic. 3 goddesses were banished here. In time they began quarreling, which led to all-out war. Those unlucky humans who got in the way were transformed into Espers and used as living war machines. The goddesses finally realized that they were being laughed at by those who had banished them here, In a rare moment of mutual clarity, they agreed to seal themselves away from the world. With the last ounce of energy, they gave the Espers back their own free will and then transformed themselves into stone. Oh, that's why they know of the stone. We should have probably read this, like, before they were talking about it in dialogue. Their only request was that the Espers keep them sealed away for all eternity. Also, I read those out of order. Probably. The Espers created these statues as a symbol of their vow to let the goddesses sleep in peace. Well, never, maybe I didn't read it out of order. The Espers have sworn to keep the goddesses' power from being abused. Excuse me? Fuck, I knew Ultros was coming back, but I didn't know he came back here. Nah, these shiny statues are all mine. These will get Siegfried's attention. No, they're glowing. They're beautiful. Hey, Squidball, don't you ever learn? Well, I always said I was a slow learner, but I eat fast. I was just thinking about you. I have more lives than I do arms. You apparently do. Can I poison you? Well, at least the initial attack worked. White cape. Don't you come fucking closer? Yes. That's part of the design. Lifeguard? Oh, lifeguard is what Kieran does, right? Haste? And fucking save. I'm not making a nuisance of myself. So sorry. Ultros' form has changed. Beware, try elemental attack. Oh, the stone missed. Well done. Bolt 3. Jesus Christ. Grandpa, I'm here. Realm, I told you to stay at home. Couldn't miss the chance to practice my drawing. Say, sweetie, who are you? How dare you? I'm Ultros. Well, I'm an Ultros. What are you doing? Listen, Ulti, and why don't you pose for me? I'm not one of your kitty friends. Don't talk to me as if I were. I don't want a portrait. Forget it. I don't want to draw it anymore. It's okay. I'll just jump down from you. No, you can't do that. How dare you bother that little girl? I'm not going to forgive you if you hurt her. Well, what do you want I should do? Ask her to draw your portrait. She may actually make you look pleasant. Don't be so heartless. Oh, all right. Uncle Ulti really wants you to do his portrait. You're gonna love it. At any rate, come here. And he instantly kills. Oh, now I healed him. Yeah, guilt shame. How can this be? I'm nothing more than a stupid octopus. Hey, did you see me? I was awesome. Wouldn't that be more helpful than Gramps? Gramps? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have you along. Alright already. If you insist. That's better. It's Realm! You're definitely not going in the front row. You are the proverbial squishy character. But you definitely get this one first. Because Realm is the character with the highest magic power, like naturally. She sucks in every other regard, maybe not MP. But in all her other stats are terrible. But her magic skills are amazing. Also, Sketch is bad. Her ability is not good. The way it works, it's also kinda... I shouldn't have healed. It's also kinda blue magey. She pretty much just, as you saw, she paints a picture of the enemy you're fighting. And then you have a chance that she uses a good attack or a normal attack. And the attacks are usually just not that good. But she's a great mage, so who cares? Oh yeah, also Sketch can brick your game. I think that's in this version of the game. The US version. Where it can just absolutely soft lock and like freeze your game. There's a glitch with sketching. But also I think Realm is like vitally important for speedruns, but I don't know why. I don't really know a lot about speedrunning this game. So I probably won't be using Sketch a whole lot. $14 damage, nice. I think Terra has the second highest magic stat. Oh, great. Don't I love this? Alright. No! Snows! You snows, you lows! Jesus Christ, the damage though. Oh, okay. That's where we jump down. Oh, and now we're here, okay. Well, at least we can save every single time. And potentially heal. Oh, damn it. I walked around. By accident. No! The sneeze! Goodbye. Goodbye, Locke. How is learning coming along, by the way? Why don't I give you this? You only need to learn Cure 2 from this, but it has a learn rate of 1. And here you get more, and Cure 2 has a learn rate of 8. You're not done with that. She got freaking sneezed away so much. She pretty much didn't get anything. And you're well on your way. Did Strago learn something now? Nope. Are these espers? Oh, Strago's ready to frickin' attack. What about you? Oh, there are a lot of them. I didn't think they'd look so... Realms, take Realm and clear out of here. Well, that didn't work. There's so many dragonlets and freaking werewolves. Halt! Oh, someone's really muscular. We saw him in the flashback. What is it? I sense some immense magical power in Terra. It frightens me. I wonder if she's gonna go ballistic again. She could probably hear you, dude. I think they're cute as well, especially the dragonets. You're somehow different. I sense a familiar power radiating from you. Yes. You're the espers that fled through the sealed gate. As a rule, we are not allowed to visit you. To visit to your world. That's a typo. Yeah, the Pathfinder size. I love that. That's a playable race now. We few had gathered near the gate and were wondering how we could save the espers that had been kidnapped. It was just a coincidence that Terra appeared when she did. I felt your presence through the gate. We bolted the moment Terra opened the gate. But once in your world, we lost control of our powers. We completely leveled the city. Took some innocent lives. That's what happened to me. I lost all control of my power. There must be something in your world that allows you to focus your power differently. You must use caution while in our world. We are deeply sorry to have caused you humans such suffering and pain. The past is history. The Empire seems to want to talk peace with you. Why not come with us? They would forgive us so easily. Let's go to Thamasa and talk with General Leo. Oh, I can't wait for all of this to be peacefully resolved. General Leo? Locke, you're back. And you've made the espers understand our desire for peace. I am General Leo. May I have your name, please? I'm called Yura. Look at my pecs. We have done something inexcusable to you people. This probably isn't the time or place to ask for your forgiveness, but... Speak no further. It is we who owe you an apology. We hungered for your power. How close we came to reenacting the War of the Magi. We must put this all behind us. I believe our job is finally over. I, for one, could use some peace and quiet. Let's return to Vector. Celeste? Please, not another word. I'm too hot, Grandpa. Kids! Hilarious. There he is. How about a little Magitech mayhem? I love his music so much. It starts so playful and then just ramps up in a threatening way. Kefka, what are you doing? Emperor's orders. I am to bring the magicite remains of these espers to His Excellency. Behold, a magicite motherlode. Well, dead. The rest should probably leave. I did say it before, I'll say it again. Kefka is the first actually good antagonist in the series. It took them 6 games, but they finally got there. Not only is Kefka the first good villain in this series, he's probably the best villain. At least from the games that I've played so far. I mean, Sephiroth is iconic. And Sephiroth is amazing in his own right. But I think Kefka's better. Because Kefka threads the needle of insanely menacing, but you don't expect that at first because he's played as off as comic relief for a lot of his, for a lot of the game. He seems to be like a secondary antagonist, and the Emperor is the antagonist. But then you see Kefka more and more and more. The Sorceress... I don't really care about the Sorceress, I already forgot her name. Ultimecia in 8. She's more of a plot device than an actual antagonist that you form a relationship with. Right? She pretty much doesn't... She's just like an obstacle to overcome. Which is fine, but it's not a good antagonist. And Kuja? I mean, Kuja was also pretty cool, not gonna lie. I didn't like the redemption arc at the end, I gotta be honest. I felt like it was rushed. It felt super rushed and pretty much unnecessary. Also, it was also a case of, oh look, this is the more evil that you haven't seen before. As the final boss, here it is now. Which is something they just do. It happened in 3, it happened in 4, it happened in 9. But yeah. It's lazy, yeah, I don't like that trope at all, actually. It's probably my biggest gripe with 3. Idiots! I don't care for the appearance of this pitiful little hamlet. Burn it. Kefka, no! Shut up. Oh, I'm playing as him now. That's not... Why didn't they make his sprite more dark-skinned if this is the skin color he's supposed to have? Oh, can't get his equipment. This is just for this, I guess. Kefka, your behavior is dishonorable. I can't allow this. Shock? I don't know what shock does. Holy shit, that's cool. That's a cool animation. I love the Kefka sprite, by the way. The creepy clown slash jester is a trope that gets used often. But it's really well done in this game. You can't poison me twice. What are you doing? It's really dynamic, yeah. Ah, Leo, always the consummate soldier. Oh, you said dramatic. Yeah, dramatic also. Where are you, Kefka? Show yourself. Emperor Gestal? I need you here. Leo? My liege. I'm sorry I deceived even you, Leo. My purpose has been to gather magicite and grow powerful. Please understand me. But Emperor, don't say anything. I understand how you feel. That's right. What we have to do now is to collect magicite. But my liege, what have I been fighting for? Leo, I'd like you to take a nice, long snooze. Very long. So you think you hit me? Or simply my shadow? How did you like my Gestal? I should have been on the stage. Well, General. You're such a goody two-shoes. Shut up, Kefka, I order. Oh, a threat. You're such a violent little brute. I'll tell your liege I had to exterminate a traitor. Hate, hate, hate! I don't know why I did that, but... Goodbye, Leo. Oh, yes, I feel some incredible magic power here today. Wave after wave of pure magical energy. What is that? Is that a pebble? Oh, it's the stones in front of the sealed gate. Wait, we're here to help! I don't know who was that. Who said that? Hurry! All of the espers are saying that, I think. We get a nice flying animation again. Gotta reorient. What a ride, yeah. I'd say you're all charged up, boys and girls, or whatever. Say, remind me to show you my magicite collection someday. Might see a few familiar faces. Now for a little magicite hocus pocus. First, let's neutralize your abilities. Now, little Espers, let's see what you got. Yeah? You want to take me on? Fine, here I am. I'm not even part of this fight. I'm just looking now how Kefka murders these Espers. Imagine thinking you could defeat me. This is rich. Now, my little Magicite pretties, come and help me build the magical empire of Kefka. Oh, they're warm to the touch. What treasures. I feel like that's something he would do. He would do the Hannibal Lecter. I can't even do it. How the fuck did he do it? This is ridiculous. I had no idea you were such wimps. Time to put a stop to all this. That wasn't what I did at first. Correct. Because what I did at first was easier. I think I have plenty of Magicite for the time being. But I think I think this is less threatening than the Hannibal Lecter. But it is harder to do. You can also combine it with a Kubrick stare, which is like, I can't even do it. I have to do it in the camera, but it doesn't work if the camera isn't on eye level. The Kubrick stare is when you turn, like, tilt your head down a little bit and then tilt your eyes up to look at someone. And it's used by Kubrick in a lot of his films when he wants to create an unsettling appearance of a character. It's really, it's pretty subtle. It's not like a lot of head movement, but it works. Like 20 years that I watched Hannibal. Hannibal? Or Silence of the Lambs. Because that's in Silence of the Lambs, which is the best out of the 3 movies. By far, actually. I think I have plenty of Magicite for the time being. That is until I make my way through your precious sealed gate. Probably all of them. Do you... Really? Those don't seem like movies you would watch. I don't believe this. I do like Silence of the Lambs. Red Dragon is also pretty good. Hannibal is fine. Oh yeah, that does make sense. General Leo. People only seem to want power. Do they really want to be like me? I wanted to learn so much more from you. Interceptor, that's a nasty word. I don't know who said that. I not only lost Leo, but Shadow too. Curse the Empire. Just laughed at you. It was so gentle. I'll go with you. Now I'm worried about Edgar and the others. I wish I could say they were safe. I feel like Shadow should be alive. I remember Shadow being alive. We've been had! The Emperor's a liar! Thanks to Edgar, we escaped before anything bad happened. Way to go, Edgar. Got to know the girl who brought us tea. After a while, she just blurted out the whole crooked plan. Why the fuck was the waitress involved? So you finally hit pay dirt, eh? Watch your mouth. There are ladies present. I was a perfect gentleman. General Leo's gone. Kefka did him in. Sir Leo, gone. What a waste. He was their finest soldier. We need to rethink our plans. Let's return to the airship. May I accompany you? Who are you? He's one of this town's citizens. He's descended from the mage warriors of yore. Of yore? I think he can be a big help. We must expect the Empire to flex its newfound muscle soon. Me too. No, I don't think so. Yeah, right, kid. What? Who's this puffed up aerobics instructor anyway? Oh, an aerobics instructor? Kid's got quite a lip. Let me punch the kid. I'm gonna paint your portrait. Yeah. All right, already, if you insist. That's better. Let's go. What's wrong, lover boy? How old are you? 10. Why? I'm coming along too. I've grown up entirely too fast. Lighten up, okay? Who fucking Realm's the main character now? It's kind of weird which characters they sometimes put in front. She always was. The Empire's after the sealed gate. They're looking for some statues or something. No! Oh, those silly espers. To think they opened the gate themselves. The statues should be just ahead. If we can just get our hands on them, we'll have everything we ever dreamed of. Come quickly. What's wrong, Terra? The island. The world is groaning in pain. Oh, bye! Oh my god, they're just dead. I would groan too, yeah. Why does it look like something from Alien? Did H.R. Giger design this? Oh, this is power. This is my magic side. Now nothing can stop me. I mean, I guess we weren't really on the mountaintop. Maybe they flipped it. That will also be the case. Beginning of all magic. Those? It is said that they somehow neutralized each other's power and sealed themselves away. If the three statues should ever be moved out of alignment, the resulting imbalance of power would rearrange the face of our planet. What? Yeah, wait, I'm not ready to go there yet. Not just yet. I have stuff to do before we do that. Unequip all of my members. My member is unequipped. Yeah. Shut the fuck up, Setzer. Let me... It feels endgamey. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, who's the fourth character we want to take? I'm Setzer has to be in my party. Setzer's my favorite character. I love Terra, so she's staying. I want to use Gao, so Gao stays. They did get levels. Did I misremember them getting levels? I mean, they don't get abilities and stat ups. That's definitely a bad thing if you don't use them. But apparently they get levels. What do we think? I mean, I'm partial to Edgar. I can also see pumping up Realm. But maybe a physical character wouldn't be too bad. I don't like Cyan. That's the only one I'm pretty much ruling out. Let's just take Edgar. Edgar is always a safe pick. Yes. Let's give you a freaking shield. And the white dress that gives more magic. Okay, relics. Does that apply to his weapons? I'll give him the Genji gloves and he can have 2 weapons. I think I like that idea better. Let's give you... Yeah, Dragoon Boots should change fight to jump. Which I think does extra damage when you have a spear, as it would with a Dragoon. So maybe we'll do that for Edgar? I don't know yet. You get friggin' haste. Oh. Yes. Darts and cards. You get this. Well then, I guess I said that. I guess I did say that. Dodges attacks more easily, sounds nice. You just get the earrings. More magic. Maybe like this? And now skills. What did I start with you? Before you were thrown out of my party? Phantom. For MP, right. You have already a lot of stuff done. You get Seraphim, definitely. Oh, they only get life from that, though. Yes, HP plus 10% sounds nice. Okay. You both on front, you two back. That sounds good. Okay, there's only one more thing. We will do a bit of optional stuff before we go to the floating continent, obviously. Lift off. There are a few things that I want to do. Where's my map? Where's my map? Game? Why no map? There it is. It's start, not select. Is it here? Am I confusing it? There it is. Actually, let's save first. Oh. Now, I don't remember where. Weapon and armor shops, yeah. We follow our elders' advice. Good for you. Lone Wolf, the infamous thief, has been sighted here. Are my treasures safe? I don't know. Where are your treasures? Just for me to know. I just want to see if they're safe. I just want to check myself. Was it in here? Ah, I've been made! I am Lone Wolf, the pickpocket. I wanted that treasure. What? Empty. Fuck. I actually don't know where he goes to now. Oh, there he is. Don't you run away, you bitch! If only I had my sprinting shoes on. But I don't want to go into the menu. There's a Sasquatch that lives inside the mine, or so I heard. Where did he go? Did anyone see him? Nope. The pesky menu. Oh, he probably went to the cave? Elder's house? No books to read. Or did he go towards the mine? Mine? Yeah, there he is. Persistent, aren't ya? I am. Oh, guys, you don't want to be here. Do they even give MP? They don't. Correct. A lot of people think that humans, except for our intelligence, don't have any like physical traits where we are really good at. That intelligence is the only thing that has allowed us to survive and thrive as a species. No, we're like the best chase them down hunters in the entire animal kingdom. Yeah, exactly. Almost all other carnivores, I mean, well, not carnivores, but you know what I mean. Like, predator animals either lay traps or lie in wait, or chase in like a sprint. But we just run them. We just run them dry. And we are really good at that. I mean, not me personally, but you know what I mean. Where red? We do have to work on my stamina. My stamina sucks ass. I mean, I want to do more sports once we move anyway. Oh, it's this again. Wasn't this a fun time? Is he up here? All the way up here? There he is. Halt! Don't move or this one's dust. Kupo! I got a wild one here. You'll never get this gold hairpin. Wink. I don't care. Thank Kupo. What was that gesture? Can you talk? Human-loving, fast-talking, street-smart, slam-dancing Moogle. It's Morg! An old psycho Ramo came to me in a dream and told me to be expecting you. And now, I'm gonna join your party. If this is how it is gonna be then take this. I'll wait in the airship, Kupo. We got ourselves an optional character. Is this the first game that has an optional character? I think so. I think this is the first one. 1 and 5 have pretty much the same party throughout. The changes in 2 and 4 are... And 3 you also have the same party throughout. And in 2 and 4, the changes which character you have is dictated by the story, and there aren't any optional ones. 7, of course, has 2 optional characters. 8 doesn't have an optional one either. Neither does 9. Unless I didn't get them. Which could be the case, to be completely honest. I didn't look that up. It was a choice between the Wolfman wouldn't have gotten us, wouldn't have joined our party, but he was taunting us with a gold hairpin, which is an item that it's a relic that I think reduces MP spend. At least that's what it does in Chrono Trigger. But I want my Moogle. Way more than I want this friggin' thing. Chrono Trigger is way the same game. No, but it was made by the same developers. By the same studio, at least. Around the same time. And I think it was translated by pretty much the same people. Okay. And now we only have one more thing. I don't know how much they can really fly. They can hover. But I don't know how much they can really fly. Oh, wrong thing. Actually, let me save. Okay, let me just try 2 times before I end the stream. But we will do this until we get the fucking Espers. This time for real. At least it's not the fucking Chocobo this time. Nope, it's fucking Cherub down again. It's been a while, yeah, I didn't remember that we crashed our airship and couldn't get here for a while. At least the music's nice. Again, I'm only going to give it one more try. And since there's 2, we have to continue this next time anyway. Actually, as long as we're here. Let's change the running shoes for the sprint shoes. Where's the inn, even? I don't remember where the inn is. There it is. Next time might be a pure auction stream. Right, it was 250. Also, I want to grind up Gao some more. So next time will be like a setup stream. Probably. It depends how long the auction house takes. Until we get both. And then a decent chunk of like grinding new enemies in the Veld. But not like for hours on end. There it is! Golem! Oh, they're way more expensive. Makes sense. I need to farm money if I want to get both. 20,000. Actually, I think I have enough for both. Golem. Yeah, I still have over 20,000. Let's check out Golem. Protects the party. Save, stop, and cure 2, and it gives 2 stamina. That's actually really nice. It depends on how often I have to stay at the inn, you're correct. Could I reload? Yes. But I'm not gonna. It feels cheap, if you know what I mean. It feels a bit save scummy for what is pretty much not really necessary. I can sell some equipment, I can farm a few enemies. Getting MP is not a bad thing anyway. So, but this is where I will end it for tonight. Next time, get the second Esper from the auction house, do some Veld farming for Gao, get our little wildling boy up to snuff, and then, probably next time, start the floating continent. It's kind of hype. But until then, I will leave it at this. No Sunday stream again. Dungeons of Hinterberg will have to wait until September. and then we will pick it back up again. I have still not decided what and when to do for a birthday stream, but it would be in the first September week, so I'll let you know. Maybe I'll just extend my usually Wednesday stream on that day. Do something else. I haven't really thought about that, but we will see. Thank you so much for watching. Highly appreciated as always. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye-bye.